Want to insert this real quick into the video. So shaved ice, you guys know that I love shaved ice. Love, like, you know, like when I would have a baby, they would have pellet ice at the hospital, and I thought that it was the greatest thing ever, and I just enjoyed having the ice in my cups. And then when I moved down to the south, I realized Chick-fil-A has the pellet ice, and I'm like, that's the greatest thing ever, so we have a pellet ice machine. Well, then we discovered Pelicans, which is like shaved ice, and I've like gone, that is the greatest tasting stuff ever. So we bought a shaved ice machine a couple years ago and used it. It's good, it's just bigger, so I don't mind. We bought the heavy duty machine, but I don't get it out all the time. The kids constantly ask me because it's more of a hazard, because I'm worried that their fingers are gonna get chopped off. So I found this company, Vevor, and they make tough tools and you pay less for the things. And so I saw my other one on there, and then I found this one. I thought this would be a whole lot better to keep out for like all the time, and the kids can make basically a shaved ice whenever they want, because everything is inside here in the plastic, which is good. So we just take our little pellet ice, don't spill on the counter. Put on the counter. You can use like bigger ice. It just makes it a little bit more wobbly when it works, but the pellet ice is just a little bit nicer because it's already tiny. You can use crushed ice, helps too. I know our other one, when we put big chunks of ice, it's more like shakes in there. So this is good. And then look at the kids put the lid on, then they don't even have to touch it. Let me get a cup and show you. So what's great is that it has the rough and the fine, so you can choose different sorts of ice that you like. So let me turn it on. I'll mute this part. Okay, that was really fast. It was on the rough setting really tight. Let me pull it to fine. Here we go. Okay, so the rough ice you see comes out like boom, like that. Like you could make a whole lot of that real quick. And it's more like snow cones, where it's like the crystallized ice, or you can get a little bit more fluffier, more like snow, and have like the pelican ice. So we have this, and what's good is you can buy the syrups online and put it in top and have it, or you can just take regular juice in here, or just eat the ice, which is really, really nice. So my kids enjoy this very much, because I know yesterday, and then well, let me show you real fast. Everything goes down. It goes down, and if I didn't want to use all this ice, instead of taking it out, it just drains down in here. Underneath here, you can clean this out, and there's a little plug right here. You can put a little hose to there to drain the water out. So, what is nice is, because like yesterday, Steven said, Jensen made one, and I showed Jensen how to do it, and Steven's like, can I have one? And I was outside and not able to do it, and I'm like, yeah, I can have Jensen show them how, so they can just put the ice in, put the lid on, and I don't have to worry about anybody touching anything or getting their fingers chopped off. Because the other one, it's a little bit more like, careful so you don't do it. So this is going to work really, really good. So we're excited to have this. It'll be nice for the summertime. Maddie's shaking her head. Yes, is this good, Maddie? Mm-hmm. Do you love it? I
really like it.
Maddie's favorite thing is the pelican ice things. Every day she asks me, can we just make a pelican? Can we make a pelican over and over? And I'm always like, because I'm not always able to get in the kitchen and make something. So now she's going to have this full time, which is good. So I'm going to get a little table, I think, over here, like a little rolling cart, stick this on top with our ice machine over there, and then have all of our little ice thing in one place. So this is pretty good tasting little ice. All right, so I had to come outside because my kids are really, really loud in the house. So they're packing up a lunch right now. So the ice machine, that's an amazing thing to have. It's a fun thing to have, because where do you get snow cones from? Only at the fair, only at special events. You can have one in your own house, which is really, really cool. And for our large family, that's a great investment to have. So we love doing it. You can put, it doesn't have to be just like the pelican ice with the, you know, super sugary syrups in it. You can also add coffee to it. So add your coffee, like an espresso coffee, and have like an iced coffee, which is really delicious and tasty. You can just add, like this morning, they took the ice and they put orange juice in it. So that's really good. One child had chocolate milk, so they put that with the ice in there, and then it tasted like really good. It's just really, really good ice. Just another way to have great, refreshing drinks. It kind of will, you know, like taking a popsicle and crushing it up. You don't have to crush it up because you have it right there in the ice machine. So if you guys want one of those ice machines, I will put the link in the description below. They are tough tools, and they pay less for the items. So, all right, let's get on to today's video. Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Thursday. Happy Thursday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. I'm up and ready and going to make some simple foods for my family today. So I'm going to make all of my food that I need for the day right now because I have a busy day to get out the door. So today I'm going to be making, my kids have been doing simple breakfasts like just cereal, or there's bagels in there. So I don't have to worry about breakfast foods at all, but we are out of our ham dinner for Easter. Even though it's been 2 weeks for you guys, it's only been like last week for us. So we ate all our food yesterday that we have, the burrito bowls. So today I'm gonna make some chicken gnocchi soup or gnocchi soup, however you wanna say that. This one, the one you get from Olive Garden. Really, really good. Really super easy. I'm over here cooking my chicken right now. And then I'm going to do some flatbread tacos. It's something we enjoy as a family very, very much. Super easy to make, super inexpensive to make as well. And soup, inexpensive to make too. Soup is always inexpensive. You need to stretch your family budget, make soup. Add a little bit more liquid to it. Add some more veggies in there. Whatever you have extra, throw some potatoes in there. Help add some bulk to it to have it fill your family's bellies. So I'm going to chop up some vegetables here. You have celery, carrots, and onion. I'm going to chop some up to put in my soup. Cooking my chicken over here. I'll take you over there in a minute. We're going to have a great day. So let's get going and make some chicken gnocchi soup. Using leftover veggies here from Easter, gathering those fragments. Okay, this is really good and simple right here. Even if you didn't have gnocchi, you could just add some kind of pasta right here or rice. This is a really good base, like a really good base. I add the extra mixed vegetables in there because I like them. But this is, I was like, what is that? It's onion. So this you just bring to a boil, and then after it boils, you add your gnocchi, and this is really good. You can make this too yourself. I did make mine at one time. I think it's just potato flour. I'm thinking I rolled it. I remember making it. So you can Google like how to make potato gnocchi. It is really easy to make if you have like leftover mashed potatoes. So, but this is good. Let this boil, put this in, and then they'll pop up to the top. You know it's done. And then I'm going to add, you can add half and half. I bought heavy whipping cream. I guess I could have done half and half. I'll do that next time. I'm going to add heavy whipping cream, and then I'm going to add a whole bunch of spinach. We're going to put that in there, and then the soup is done. That's an easy way to feed your family for inexpensive, even with the gnocchi. If you can't do gnocchi, add some rice in there, add some pasta, anything to it. You could even have it plain the way it is, just if you don't mind like having more of the liquid broth part versus like some kind of hearty stuff. I like the hearty stuff. This is pretty good. So let this boil, and then we'll add this. The soup, super easy and delicious. Like, you can't, it's so hot. You can't go wrong with gnocchi soup. So good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna serve this, and then I pulled out, I bought these, is it ciabatta? Me and my pronunciation. These rolls, and then I will just split them in half, give them to the kids, or we can put them in the air fryer with a little bit of butter on them. We can do that as well. That's a really great way. You put a little Italian seasoning on them, Parmesan cheese, and stick them in the air fryer. Great way to serve the soup. So this is delicious. So make yourself some chicken gnocchi soup. It's so delicious, even though it's heavy with the whipping cream, it still feels like a light soup. It's just that good. So one of my favorites. I haven't had it in a long time. And then Evan had gone to the Olive Garden and was talking about this great soup, and I'm like, I need to make that soup again. So I did. So delicious, so easy meal right here for your family, inexpensive chicken gnocchi soup. Okay, let's start making flatbread tacos. Okay, flatbread tacos, really simple to make. So what I've done right here is I took a container of ground beef that I had. We have vegetables in already. I'm starting to thaw it. These were in my freezer. This is chili beans, but use pinto beans, whatever you want to use. I'm just using chili beans because that's what I had in my freezer instead of opening it more. So I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to make a little bit more because they like this a lot. So basically this is just going to heat down. We're going to let this cook down a little bit here. Put the lid on it so it can pop. But it's a pound of ground beef, and then you put some taco seasoning in it with a can of like drained pinto beans. Now I'm gonna do a little bit different. I'm gonna use chili beans with the taco meat and or meat, and then about a half a container packet of taco seasoning mix. So that's gonna be good right here. And then the great tasting part of this is the flatbread taco. You take biscuits, you roll them out. You can roll them really thin if you want. I just do it real quick because, you know, I don't like to wait. And then you just cook them. I'm going to cook them on a griddle here. And then they get nice and flat. And then to serve this, we take sour cream with some ranch in it. I'm going to mix that up, put that as our base. And then we put the meat on top, put chopped lettuce and cheese, salsa on top. It's really, really good. My kids absolutely love flatbread tacos, one of their favorites. So we're just going to let this heat up and cook here. I'll get my griddle over here, and then we can start doing the flatbread part. We'll have this for dinner tonight, which will be really nice. And then let's just say they take more flatbreads versus the meat. Well, then the meat we can make taco salads, which will be really good. You can crumble some tortilla chips on it. Just use the meat and the beans as a base with the lettuce, and that'll be really good. So don't be surprised if Gather Your Fragrant Friday has taco salad, and we'll just see how much gets eaten with the kids. So this is good. You can kind of squish it down. You see that they're not. I kind of have it half on here because the griddle doesn't fit all the way when this big pot is over here. So, but if you kind of squish it to make it fit. Now, if we're gonna serve these later, it's okay to leave it like a little bit, not completely, because then you can always heat it up in the air fryer and make it crispy, or in the microwave, however you like. My kids will just put it in the microwave, so. But doing this so that I don't have to worry about dinner tonight, because tonight is church. It gets busy in the afternoon. We have school. This is why I cook my food early, because I have a whole day that I have to do stuff. And it doesn't involve being in the kitchen. So otherwise I come home and I'm like, last week? Last week we went shopping, right? No, I had Brooklyn's armor appointment. Went shopping on Wednesday. We had Brooklyn's armor appointment on Thursday. It was just a long day. So after church, the kids and I went, the kids were like hungry, and I'm like, let's go to Chick-fil-A. So we did at 8:45 at night, went to Chick-fil-A for dinner. So sometimes life goes like that, and that's okay. Just, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm like, I have a whole refrigerator full of food, and like, I'm not even prepared, and I don't want to be prepared. So it's okay to do that once in a while. So that's what we did last week. But this week, it's gonna be some flatbread tacos. So I'm gonna get a pan out for these so we can set them in there to stay warm. So I can solve a lot of the sticking to my wooden cutting board by using the plastic one, or just by spraying this board with a little bit of cooking spray. I just didn't, so I could have, figured that out after doing 3 containers of it, but that's okay. So this is just gonna keep going, just cooking and rolling out. If you roll them out before all of them, they kind of shrink back, so it's just better to do it when they're ready to cook. Okay, after putting these in the pan, I forgot, last time I put them in the refrigerator and then they kind of stuck to each other. So I'm gonna put them in a baking 9x13 and then I'm gonna put some wax paper sheets in between because I forgot how they do stick a little bit together. So these are delicious, so good. You could put, you know what you could do is like breakfast flatbread tacos. Put some sausage gravy on there and then do some eggs, bacon, sausage, anything. It'd be so, so good, but they like tacos. So I'm gonna put these in the pan just so they can sit in there for the day. Okay, flatbread tacos are done, dishes are done. Now it's the toppings. So you put whatever kind of toppings you put on a taco. So we have lettuce here that I'm gonna chop up and just put in a bowl so that we can use it for the tacos. Super simple. All right, my first head of lettuce from Walmart was yucky. So I opened it and I was like, ew, and I thought maybe I could just chop off the yucky. No, the whole thing was yucky. So I gotta remember to go to Sam's Club and just pay a little bit more. That's like so hard. The core, it's crazy. Pay a little bit more for the better produce. We didn't go this time because it was closed, but I'm remembering that. And for the watermelon, like I paid $7, $8 for that watermelon. It was not that good. The kids didn't mind it. It was just real, I don't know, that fuzzy stuff that's not very delicious. So I'm gonna rinse this off and then we'll cut it up. And this is how it looks prepared. Flatbread taco, delicious, delicious. That's how to eat these things. Do you pick them up and eat them if you want? Or you can make, if you let the biscuits sit out a little bit and kind of get warm, you can roll them out really thin. I just don't, pull them out of the refrigerator. This is delicious, just a great way to eat tacos in a different way. So now my food is finished for the day. 2 simple meals, easy, inexpensive meals for a large family or a small family. You can imagine it's inexpensive for a large family, so it's gotta be even more cost efficient for a small family. All right, so what I'm gonna do for the day, I'm closing today's video. I'm just sharing with you a couple easy meals to make because today's the day I'm gonna go out with my kiddos. I have to be out, I have to do some stuff to sell my car, which is awesome, and then take the kids to church. We're gonna head to the park and do some skating. We're gonna go to the main library. So we've got some running to do today. So I'm gonna go be mom today, which is nice. So now I can be done working and I can go be mom for the rest of the day. So you guys have a fantastic rest of the day. Remember, you are designed, created, and selected by God to do great things on this earth. And once you walk in those great things He has for you, it's an amazing, amazing adventure. So have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Gather your Fragment Friday. All right, we'll see ya. Bye.